Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is George, and today I want to talk about The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. So, The Two Towers begins where the Fellowship of the Ring ended. The company was broken apart, the Fellowship has ended, and all its members just went on their own separate ways. On one hand, you have Frodo and Sam going to Mordor alone, and on the other hand, you have Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli chasing after the orcs that captured Merry and Pippin. And we find out that Boromir was killed by the very same orcs. Once again, the novel is split into two parts, and each part, as suggested by the title, focuses on the towers, or rather the events surrounding one of the towers that belong to our main enemies. And one is Saruman's White Tower in Isengard, and the other one is Sauron's Dark Tower in Mordor. Well, the first part follows only Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli's company, jumping between their point of view and Merry and Pippin's point of view. And to my surprise, you can see Tolkien here being more creative in terms of structure and narrative. After following Frodo all the time in The Fellowship of the Ring, to me, it felt quite refreshing to have more time with the other characters. You know, we get to see a little bit more of Legolas and Gimli and their own relationship. And we are introduced to new characters and new cultures, all expanding on this fictional world and its complexity. In terms of structure, I found it very impressive that Tolkien decided to jump between timelines and presenting the orc hunt at the beginning. On one hand, we had Aragorn and the company chasing the orcs, looking for clues and following their tracks for 3 chapters, only to have the next 3 chapters showing the same events from Merry and Pippin's point of view. This structure keeps the reader engaged, and it is done well by always dropping small details that keep a connection between the timelines. Also, just as we get to have a better idea of Legolas and Gimli's personalities, we also get to have the same with Merry and Pippin, particularly Pippin. Their role in the story starts getting larger and their actions start influencing the rest of the story. Through them, we are being introduced to the Ents, these tree-like creatures with a history, language, and culture of their own. And their action and involvement had a huge impact on the battle at Isengard. So, after witnessing Saruman's defeat at the end of the first part, then we jump back to Frodo and Sam's story at the beginning of the second part. Again, what was noticeable here was this emphasis on Sam's point of view rather than Frodo's. And their journey is less about great external events and more about internal events. There is more diving here into their thoughts and feelings, giving us a better idea of how heavy the burden of the ring is. And the story becomes even more complex when Gollum joins them as companion. Tolkien masterfully creates Gollum's duality, bringing forth a character so complex, so burdened by his addiction, hating his love for the ring while knowingly unable to resist it. Well, the connection between Frodo and Smeagol is beautifully hinted at. You know, Frodo understands and pities Smeagol's fall, while very, very deep down, Smeagol finds empathy and compassion for Frodo. Just not enough of it is left to redeem him of everything. Tolkien used his own experience fighting in World War I as inspiration for most of The Lord of the Rings. Knowing this, so far, the descriptions in the second part of The Two Towers reminded me of this aspect of Tolkien's creation more than any other part of the trilogy. The closer we were getting to Mordor, the more I was reminded of other novels or movies of war that I read. And my thoughts were genuinely drifted toward soldiers in trenches, hungry and surrounded by fear, fighting with the darkness inside them and around them, carrying the very burden that needed to be destroyed. All in all, my journey through Middle-earth is coming close to an end. I'm almost done with the third part of the trilogy, and I'm going to try and review it and post it as soon as possible, really. It was quite a trip because I realized that I've been spending so much time reading these books because, you know, I started the Silmarillion during summer and I've been traveling through Middle-earth since then. So I am looking forward to the end. I'm looking forward to my next review, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and thoughts of what your opinion is about the Lord of the Rings books or the Middle Earth books, or if you're looking forward to the series that's going to come up on Amazon, what you think that's going to be about, and if Lord of the Rings had any big influence in your life as people or as writers or simply as book lovers. Well, let me know about this in the comments below. Thanks for watching my videos. If you want to subscribe to my channel, then make sure to hit that button in the corner. Looking forward to sharing more books with you. Stay safe, be kind, and keep on reading. I'll see you next time.